Hello, welcome to the channel. So what shall I talk about? Work, that's what I'm going to talk about. Work. Well, so far this year, work's been a bit of an arse, to be honest. What I was doing last year, just all dried up. Not doing any of that now. Haven't done any since January, beginning of January. Was the last time I did any of that FOSS work. Whole thing's dried up. Then we had COVID and we had 2 months of lockdown. I'd started a job, started a contract. So we had at least 8 weeks of a layoff. Couldn't do anything. Made no money at all for 2 months. Didn't qualify for the help that they were giving here in France for, well, I don't know what reason. I filled out the forms, just got a message back, which I didn't see for quite some time, because it was in my junk emails, and it just said that I didn't qualify for it. Probably something to do with tax returns and stuff like that. But yeah, so the contract I'm on has run well over date. But it's not just that. After the lockdown, I started to find it very difficult to get materials. I ran out of 16mm copper pipe. Couldn't get anywhere for about 2 weeks. Nobody had any in stock whatsoever. And then when they had the 16mm copper in, they didn't have the fittings. And then when I go onto the plastic doing all the wastes, I could get 40mm fittings, but I couldn't get 40mm pipe. And yesterday I tried to get a bit of 32mm pipe, and I couldn't get 32mm pipe. Couldn't get any 100mm fittings to do all the drainage outside, all the stack pipes. Fittings are just few and far between. Just crazy, absolutely crazy. About 2 weeks ago, I had to run around trying to get flux to do soldering. This particular afternoon, I think I drove close to 200 kilometres to get a tub of flux. €6 the tub cost me, and I drove 200 kilometres to find it. I'd been into just about every DIY place, builder's place I passed. You know, the Brico Depots, the Brico Nauts, the Mr. Bricolages, the, you know, Batty Leclercs, all of them over here. Just a joke. The problem with that is all that expense, all that travelling expense, and the searching round and the time. I can't charge that to the client. It's not the client's fault. I've got to swallow that. And consequently, this particular job, profit, zero. I'll be lucky if I break even, to be honest. I'm looking like making quite a loss on it now. I just need to wrap it up and finish it and just draw a line under it, you know. But it's just been a nightmare. 6 months of nightmare. Barely keeping things going, with the business. So got to look at new things, got to look at other options. I've got a few plans lined up, been drawing out a few business plans and a few things, working out financing and stuff like that, what I've got to try to raise to kick these things off, to enable me to make a living again. It's a shame because I was enjoying my job last year and I put a lot into it, and I put the job before everything else, to be honest. I had a bad year last year, but I always turned up for work and I was always there, and now I've got nothing. So that's life, isn't it? Yeah. But anyway, on the up. I'm hoping to wrap this job up in a few days, so then it won't be costing me any more money. It costs me somewhere close to €50 every 2 days to drive there. It's over an hour away, hour and 15 minutes, and that's all motorway, so it's a fair old distance. And in the car, fuel-wise, it's costing me around €50 every 2 days, thereabouts. So, over €100 a week just in fuel. And now Andrew, who was working with me, he's off doing other stuff. So when I'm driving up there now, I'm driving up on my own. So when I'm there, I'm only getting half the work done, really, because there's only one pair of hands on site. It makes it cost even more. I've got to go back several times to do what we would have been able to do in 2 days. You know, what we could do in 2 days, maybe 3 days, it's taking me over a week to do that on my own. So the fuel costs are going up and up and up and up. That's all coming out of my pocket. Again, you know, it's not the client's fault. So I'm not going to pass it on to the client. I don't think he'd be too happy if I tried to be honest, and that's not the way I operate. So yeah, that's it. Work is a fucking arse at the moment. But I'll plug on, just keep going. As I say, I've got some new ideas, some stuff that I've done before. I'm going to push that again and see if I can get that established again. 2 or 3 different ideas. It's important here to have more than one thing on the go, because you can't rely on any one thing here. There's not enough population to keep you busy doing one thing. It just doesn't work that way. Here, you know, you can't just do gardening. It just won't keep you afloat. You can't just do car repairs. It just won't keep you afloat. You just won't get enough unless you've got a proper garage. You know, you're just not going to get the inflow of people wanting their car serviced. So I'm going to line up a few different ideas, and they can all run next to each other, and when one's busy I'll drop off of the others, and then when that one's not so busy I'll move on to the others and just schedule things properly and work things out that way. So yeah, that's it. Not much of a whinge really, but just a bit of a moan about work and what an arse it's been this year. Hope everybody's okay and keeping well. Hope you're not being affected by the new wave of COVID in Leicester in the UK and a few other towns. I've noticed it's creeping up again because people have been partying. More for you. I'm still keeping myself reasonably isolated. I always wear a mask when I'm in the shops, and I'm socially distancing when I'm when I'm in the shops. I'm staying well away from people. I think it's still important to do that. So I hope everybody's keeping well, and I'll see you all soon.